If there's one thing my recent G-Shock purchase has taught me, it's that I really enjoy G-Shocks. They're adaptable, long-lasting, and, above all, useful and incredibly comfortable. The problem was that I hadn't discovered the one I truly adored, the one who was perfect for me. As a result, I kept looking. Why, the Gravity Master rekindled my passion for G-Shock. The G-Steel demonstrated the value of a digital display, and the DW5600E shown how light and compact they might be. But it was the vibrating alarm that drew me to this watch. I wanted something digital, comparable to the DW5600E, but I also had a practical need. How was I going to wake up now that I wasn't sleeping with my iPhone in the bedroom? I've been with my wife for 10 years, and I've always gotten up before her. In addition, I've always awoken to the same tune. It begins slowly, but I generally sense the phone vibrate before hearing the music, and I wake up to turn it off. My wife has figured out how to ignore both of them, so, now that my iPhone wasn't in the bedroom, how would I avoid waking her up in the morning without disturbing her sleep? Apple Watches and Fitbits sprang to mind, but both went against the idea of having no technology in my bedroom. Then I recalled that there are watches that vibrate, and I discovered the G-Shock for that reason. Vibration. Given that vibration is a prominent function here, I should point you that it isn't as strong as on an Apple Watch, but it's still fairly powerful. It has never failed to wake me up, yet it isn't disturbing either. It's a more gentle wake-up than my iPhone was. You may set up to 5 alarms, each with a different time, as well as daily modes on the watch. They're simple to configure and toggle, but not so simple that you'll ever have to worry about unintentionally turning them off. Setting alarms on this watch is really faster than on my iPhone, unless you trust Siri with such tasks. The watch also has an audio alarm. However, it does not have both an audible and a vibration alarm. When you activate vibration mode, the watch stops making any noise. When switching between modes or returning to the main time, the watch vibrates to alert you. Overall, the vibration is just what you'd anticipate and exactly what you require. It's dependable. The display. My main fear with this watch was that the reverse display would not be as good as I had hoped. But the moment I saw it on my wrist, I was blown away. The contrast between the black backdrop and the yellow amber colored digits is fantastic. The display is also quite sharp and crisp, far superior than previous G-Shocks I've used. It was, and continues to be, eye-catching. You can read it even in bad light, however the display always appears dull and off to others. The display is additionally illuminated by an LED light. I wish it had a backlight, but it does have LED floodlights that illuminate the time in the dark. They're also rather colorful. It's far too light. They are bright enough to light up a dark room at night, but I wish they were half as bright. Instead of grabbing my phone, I used it last night to look for something in the dark. Where? One of the first things I noticed about this watch is that it is considerably larger than I had anticipated. It's a hefty device with a good-sized display. It's a little bigger than I'd like, but it's little enough that it doesn't appear silly. It does a good job of straddling that line. It's without a doubt the most comfy G-Shock I've ever worn. The resin is soft and pleasant, and the wings where the band connects to the case assist keep the watch in place and comfy all day. I've had no problems wearing it for 3 to 4 days in a row. Because this watch is so light, the only time you'll notice the difference in size is if you wear it with a narrower shirt cuff. Overall, I'm blown away. This is my favorite G-Shock to date. For my wrist, it strikes the correct feature and size balance, and the vibration alarm is fantastic. On top of that, it's reasonably priced, $80 on Amazon. I've only seen a few reviews of this G-Shock variation, and the ones I've seen have been less than enthusiastic. I'm not sure why. I think it's fantastic. It comes highly recommended. This will put a stop to my G-Shock hunt for a while, and if I had to choose only 2 watches, This would undoubtedly be one of them. Not simply because I now use it as my alarm clock. Get the Casio G-Shock GD350-1B on Amazon. Please check link in the description. Finally, what do you think about this watch? Please share your experience in the comments box.